Happiness is watching life like a play. Happiness is all about gaining. There is the kind that comes from pleasure of the senses, but being temporary, it is not particularly valuable. Overall, it's not going to get you anywhere. If you like ice cream, you enjoy it as long as the ice cream is cold and going into the body. After that, it's just a memory. Any kind of pleasure derived from a sensory experience is short-lived. Hence, it doesn't qualify as real happiness. Things are experienced as negative either through the senses or in terms of judgment. When you look at any one kind as a detached observer watching a drama, you become dispassionate. You see more clearly. Something that seemed to be good may actually be leading you away from truth. Other things that seem to be bad may be really leading you towards spiritual wisdom. We have to stay the same in the face of apparent and possible opposites. For instance, we should feel as good about succeeding as about failing. When we are in sensory consciousness, we prefer the pleasurable things and dislike those we find unpleasant. Thus, we cultivate an imbalance. Seeing life as a drama keeps us in equilibrium. Slow down. The more positive thoughts are, the slower they become. The more negative, the faster. When you perceive an event in drama as bad, you are likely to generate a large amount of high-speed thoughts about that. Negative thoughts that will erode your energy. When you feel something to be negative, you must immediately counteract that by saying, "Excuse me, self, that is very positive. That's a very good thing." When you become very good at this, you will stop having negative thoughts that require you to stop and tell yourself they're positive. You will convince yourself that everything is good. Good things are good. Bad things are good. The surprises are good. The boring is good. Everything is good, and you will really see what is good about everything. What are 3 things that attack us daily? Looking at others, thinking about others, and finding fault or laying blame. When you say I, that doesn't refer to the arrogant sense of self, but the pure pride of the self. I, the soul, the essence of purity, peace, power, love, and bliss. The only way that we can become all that, while in action and interaction, is by seeing that every soul is performing a role in this drama. For us to think about it or for us to criticize it means we are forgetting that the soul is performing its role. You can't stop it, you can't change it, and you can't control it. Anyone's behavior, any circumstance, you cannot stop, control, or change. It's difficult for people on the whole to adjust their thinking to this concept of everything being good. This is because we have been trained, educated, and indoctrinated into pointing out what's bad and what's good, and into going toward what seems to be good and getting rid of or stopping or changing what seems to be bad. This conditioning has put us in a lot of trouble. It has depleted us of all our energies and made us fundamentally in discord with each other. Plus, we have an antagonistic relationship with nature and even with God. We must accept. One attitude that I have developed towards anything that happens is that it is not good or bad, it just is. Relationships are karmic accounts to be settled. We all have problems with the body. Those are also karmic accounts. We have social, financial, emotional, philosophical issues or different forms of pain. When we experience a suffering of karma, we also dislike that which is making us suffer. So we do something that aggravates the situation and make it worse, thus creating another account. We need the power of tolerance and the power of accommodation to settle our accounts. This can be through a relationship that is not working out well, or the body giving us trouble, or worrying about some lack or another. The knowledge of drama includes the knowledge of karma. The process of settling karma often compels us to create new accounts. We need to be detached observers and use the powers of tolerance and accommodation to check that tendency. Negative things come like a wave, and then they go. And while the tsunami of whatever is passing over us or through us, we have to be flexible, stable, and just let it pass through. When it has passed, if we conducted ourselves according to spiritual knowledge, we will find ourselves more empowered, lighter, clearer. When we say something is a settlement of karma, there is usually a feeling of sorrow, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. But it is just a test, whether we deserve it or not. The sole purpose of a test is for us to pass it. Every test is a test of faith. Denise Lawrence. Everyone has a unique role that no one can stop, control, or change.